Hello, my name is Anton and I welcome you to my yoga practice class. Today I would like to show you how to do a lotus posture or Padmasana. That is an ancient Indian word for lotus, with Padma meaning lotus actually. This posture is sort of signature for yoga and perhaps one of the most recognizable of all postures. And the main point in this lesson is that it's really not too difficult to master. Just know a few simple rules, be careful with your knees, and very soon you could be comfortably sitting in it for hours. But first, I would like to show you one preparational movement that will help you to feel pelvis more alive, soft and flexible, and all of that is really necessary for lotus. So, the preparational movement is called a pigeon pose, and let's start it from a sitting on the heels position. You're sitting on the back part of the mat and you stretch your arms to the front part as far as possible. And from here you go to a downward facing dog posture. Having done this, you put feet almost together and make a slow swing, putting the knee just in front of you between your palms. Try to slide a little bit back with your left leg, as if it's somewhere on the icy surface. And let's center the pelvis so you don't fall neither to the right nor to the left. And carefully observe this knee. It should be pointing either straight forward or just a little bit inside. That's better. And point the toes of your back leg back and come higher, opening chest and a steady gaze in front of you. Few down and up movements, coming up with in-breath and down with out-breath, supporting yourself with your arms and contracting the bottom belly muscles. And then you just rest here for a while. You could put your hands and arms like this, or you could lay all the way down, still not falling to the right, holding the center line, and just like exhaling into your right thigh and your right part of the pelvis, making it softer and softer with each out breath. You could make this thing difficult or less difficult. Just if you make this angle in the knee less, it will be much easier. And if you take it like to the 90 degree, that will be a real struggle. One leg and then of course another. Just through a downward facing dog. Once again we put our feet together and make a slow swing, and the same thing repeats on the other leg. Sliding back with your right leg now, making a few ups and downs, and then laying for a few breaths. And so we go now to actually a lotus posture. There are 5 clear steps towards lotus that we should actually work very carefully and patiently, each and every of them. It's better done from a lying on the back position, due to a simple fact that your leg muscles are free of their duty to support the weight of the body. And there are 2 friends that will help you to master the lotus posture. And first of them is an infinite patience, and the second is an unbending effort. And so we start actually lying on our back. Lying on our back and grabbing the right foot. Remove this muscle to yourself and squeeze these 2 bones, this one and this one, so tightly, so firmly that you couldn't push your toes, your fingers through it. The knee should be fixed. If you feel any pain in your knee, just stop it. Hold it for a while and then release your leg, so the knee is not harmed. Squeezing it more and more, move this foot up to the bottom part of your belly or to the upper parts of the thigh. Make this distance as small as possible and make few swinging movements with your right knee. Out breath, pushing it from yourself, and in breath, letting it coming back. Don't forget to pull your chin to the chest and fix your waist with bottom belly muscles so it's not moving. The next stage, second stage, you just let your knees fall down by themselves, but grab firmly with grab firmly feet with your arms, so the distance between knees is the smallest that's manageable. Gradually relax these zones, these joints, so you feel your legs softer and softer, and feel how your knees go down by themselves, by their own weight. And the first stage is actually more like the second one, but in other direction. Now try to pull your knees to your shoulders. Once again with out breaths, relaxing your thighs and hip joints. And having mastered this, we're really close to Lotus now. The fourth stage is this counter movements. The main point here is that we should not pull this leg to a Lotus, but rather push right knee from the shoulder. And then in the fifth stage, the left leg comes easily into Lotus. Try to hold your knees squeezed. This distance very small. It will be much better for the knees now. You could actually do it like this, of course, and you could try to pull your foot not from your knee, but through the middle, here. That's completely all right. After having done this, we should of course stretch our legs and fix the knees with greatest strength we could manage, squeeze them and hold them long until everything in them comes back to its natural place. And the same thing we could repeat from another leg, just to recheck all the details. And once again, greatest care for the knees. They could be easily harmed in these exercises. And the next, second stage, do it by stages. Today one stage, tomorrow two stages, and eventually all the five of them. Be very patient, it takes time. And that's the third one, and the fourth, the counter movements. You see how my foot is squeezed between the thigh and the belly. When you will manage this, the Lotus will come easily. And always use breathing, out breaths, exhales into these pelvic zones, into your thighs, so they're softer and softer. And eventually, full Lotus. You can see I try to squeeze my knees closer. That's just for safetyness of them, nothing more. You can do it like this, but there is less safety in the knees then. And once again, finish all this, stretching your legs and fixing the knees very firmly for a long time, till you feel they are completely back in their normal state. And so this completes our session for today. Remember your two best friends in Lotus, the unbending effort and an infinite patience, and everything will be alright. Thanks for your attention, and until next time then.